The call came while I was sitting in the driveway, engine off, hands still wrapped around a steering wheel that felt colder than it should have been. "Sir, this is the head of security at Westlake Grand Hotel. You need to come in. Immediately." A pause. "A member of the cleaning staff found something in your wife's room. Something concerning." My pulse didn't spike. It didn't need to. I just stared through the windshield at the faint reflection of a man who suddenly felt like a stranger to himself. My wife was out of town for a medical conference, a simple 3-day trip. She left with a suitcase, a travel binder, and a kiss on the cheek that carried no weight. Now, security was calling me. I asked what they found. The man hesitated. "Sir, it's better if you see it in person. The police are already involved." And just like that, a quiet fracture spread through my chest. Silent, controlled, irreversible. I drove. 2 hours of straight highway. 2 hours of rehearsing every possible explanation, deliberately ignoring the one that kept curling its fingers around my throat. By the time I parked beneath the hotel's towering facade, I already felt the story shifting inside me. Heavy, deliberate, inevitable. 2 officers were waiting in the lobby. "Sir, we have a warrant for the room," one said. "Items were discovered that raise significant concern." Then he handed me a clear evidence folder, and the world narrowed to a sharp, single point. Inside lay a set of prepaid phones, a burner SIM, a key card to another room, one not registered to her, and a small, unmarked envelope with photographs. 2 people. Shadows, hands, familiar curves. My wife's wedding ring on the nightstand beside another man's watch. My jaw didn't clench. My eyes didn't sting. Everything inside me went cold, quiet, disciplined. It wasn't proof, not yet, but it was enough. The next hour unfolded in fragments. Security explaining timelines. Housekeeping describing what they found hidden inside the vent. The officers asking questions I answered with mechanical precision. Underneath it all, my mind kept replaying her kiss before she left. Light, distracted, already distant, like she'd been practicing letting go. I didn't deny it. I didn't defend her. I just observed. Every detail, every inconsistency, every piece that slid into place with an uncomfortable ease. Still, suspicion isn't truth. Truth requires patience, and I had plenty. When I got home, I started quietly. Phone logs, email traces, bank statements she thought I'd never check. A private search of the hotel's other room, the one her extra key card belonged to. The man registered there, a colleague, junior researcher, young, single, conveniently attending the same conference. Their messages weren't explicit. That's what made them damning. The timing, the frequency, the sudden emotional distance she'd tried to disguise with rushed affection. I didn't confront her. Not yet. People only tell the truth when they think the lie is still safe. Then the final piece came in. A report from a digital forensics contact who owed me a favor. He extracted what had been deleted from her phone backups. Pictures, hotel timestamps, her handwriting, notes from meetings that never existed. Everything aligned. Everything clicked. The storm inside me went still. Calm. Resolved. She came home the next morning, rolling her suitcase across the floor like nothing had shifted. She smiled. Tired and warm. Fake. Practiced. I watched her remove her coat. The same hands from the photographs unbuttoning the same buttons. She asked how everything was while she was gone. I didn't answer. I simply placed the printed report on the table, the pictures on top. She froze. Then her face cracked. Shock, then panic, then a desperate attempt to rebuild the version of herself she needed me to believe. "I can explain." I raised a hand, not in anger. She reached for everything. Apologies, excuses, half-truths she hoped would land softly. But I'd already stepped outside the emotion. I had studied the truth, verified it, accepted it. Now I simply watched her unravel under the weight of her own decisions. When she finally whispered, "Please say something," I did. Only 3 words. It's all documented. Her knees weakened, her breath broke, and I stayed perfectly still, perfectly calm, because the moment wasn't about pain anymore. It was about clarity. I didn't throw the ring. I didn't pack a bag. I didn't scream. Revenge doesn't need volume. I handed her the envelope the police would also receive in the morning. Statements, images, timelines, enough for consequences she wasn't expecting. Her face drained. She realized I hadn't caught her. I had audited her. She tried to follow. I didn't turn around. Then I stepped out. The hallway felt lighter, the world sharper. Grief didn't chase me. Rage didn't claw at me. Nothing inside me begged for her. Just clarity.